Hey everyone, and welcome! You know that feeling, right? Drowning in a sea of digital files? Well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to conquer that digital clutter using a super powerful tool that's probably already on your computer, Python. I want you to picture your latest project folder. Is it, a bit of a disaster zone? Just a sprawling mess of documents, images, code, and who knows what else. Sound familiar? Yeah, we've all been there, but it doesn't have to stay that way. And this digital mess, it causes some very real headaches. I mean, have you ever tried to email an entire folder of files? You can't. You have to attach them one by one. And backups, it's a total nightmare. It's just inefficient, it's frustrating, and honestly, it's wasting a ton of storage space. But the solution is actually pretty elegant: the zip file. The best way to think of it is like a digital filing cabinet. It lets you bundle all those related files into one single tidy package. And the magic part? It uses something called lossless compression, which basically means it shrinks the total size without losing a single bit of your original data. Everything comes back out exactly as it went in. So, how do we put this on autopilot? Well, that's where Python's built-in zipfile module comes in. This thing is our automation superpower. It gives us the power to create, manage, and pull files out of these zip archives all through code, saving us from a mountain of boring manual work. Okay. Let's dive in and see how it works. All right, first things first. Let's tackle the most common task: taking a whole bunch of loose files and packing them up into one neat and tidy archive. And boom, this is the magic right here. Seriously, look how simple this is. With just these few lines of Python, we can create a brand new zip file, call it archive.zip, and pop 3 different text files right inside. It is so clean, so simple, and unbelievably effective. So let's quickly break this down. First, we import zip file. Gotta load our tool, right? Then we use this with statement, which is just fantastic Python. It safely opens the file for us, and more importantly, closes it automatically when we're done. No loose ends. We give it our file name, archive.zip, and we tell it mode equals W for write. From there, we just call .write for each file we want to add. Simple as that.
Now, that little W for write mode, that's just the beginning. The zip file module actually gives us a bunch of different modes, and they give us way more control over what we're doing.
And this right here, this is really important to understand. So R for read and A for append are pretty straightforward, but you really need to get the difference between W and X. Using W for write is like bringing in a bulldozer. It will create a new file, but if a file with that name already exists, it will just flatten it and overwrite it without asking. For safety, X for exclusive write is your best friend. It'll create a new file, but if one already exists, it stops and throws an error, which saves you from accidentally deleting something important. Okay, so quiz time. Based on what we just talked about, which one of these modes is our safety net? The one that makes sure we don't accidentally overwrite an archive we wanted to keep? And the answer is C, X for exclusive write. It's really the mode you want to be using most of the time when you're creating new archives, just to be absolutely sure you're not destroying something that's already there. So beyond just the modes, we can also control the compression. And this table shows you that classic trade-off we always face in computing. Do you want it fast or do you want it small? Zip stored is the fastest because, well, it does no compression at all. As you go down the list to something like zip LZMA, your final file gets way smaller, but the process takes a lot longer. Honestly, for most day-to-day stuff, the default, zip deflated, is the perfect sweet spot. So we've gotten really good at bundling our files up nice and tight, but how do we get them back out? Let's take a look at how to extract everything from an archive. And no surprise here, unpacking is just as ridiculously simple as packing. We take that single zip archive, we run it through a tiny bit of Python, and poof, out come all our original files, all neatly organized in a new folder for us. The code is pretty much the mirror image of what we did before. We open the file, but this time we use R for read mode. Then we just call one single method, .extractAll, and we tell it the name of the folder where we want everything to go. And here's the really cool part. If that folder doesn't exist, Python just makes it for you. How convenient is that? So there you have it. You've now seen how to create, manage, and extract zip archives with just a few simple lines of code. You have officially unlocked a new automation superpower. And it really just boils down to this simple 5-step workflow. 1. Import the module. 2. Open your file using that safe with statement. 3. Pick your mode, W, R, A, or the safe X. 4. Do your thing. Either .write to add files or .extract all to get them out. And 5. You don't even have to do anything because the with statement cleans up for you. That's it. You've just mastered the core of the zip file module. And you know, as the great B.B. King once said, the beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. This new skill, it's now a part of your personal toolkit forever. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. Think about your own digital life, your own projects. What is the one tedious, repetitive, annoying file task that you could automate away right now with what you just learned? Whether it's backing up your work or packaging projects to send to your team, the power is officially in your hands. Thanks for watching.